On the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Howdy folks, I'm Darren, and welcome to 8th Day Chronicles here at Cross Timbers Farm. Another sweltering hot day. And it's about 2 p.m. and I've been on the road all day. And our farm is expanding. And I've got something here in the back of our livestock trailer I want to show you. Check it out. I've got them here in the shade. 2 6-month-old St Croix ewe lambs. Ain't they pretty? These are St Croix, and the ones I picked up last week are registered. These are not, but they're pure St Croix, and I've always said you can't eat papers. So, and these are some good looking little animals. I seen the parents on the farm where we bought them, and they're full St Croix, and these are some good looking little ewes. We're fixing to add them to our flock. We always integrate new sheep into our flock by putting them in the shed down there overnight. We'll put hay in there, we'll put water in there for them, and let the dogs interact with them through the fence. These sheep are used to and accustomed to electric fencing, so they know what that is, but they do not know our livestock dogs. So we're going to give them the rest of the evening and overnight to visit with the dogs through a protective fence. Then tomorrow we'll turn them out into the herd or the flock. I keep calling it a herd, it's a flock. I guess from back when we had dairy goats, we call them a herd. Sheep are a flock, so we'll turn them into the flock tomorrow. Our sheep herd is expanding, and me and Susan have been talking for over a month, 2 months maybe, about the future of our farm and what direction we're gonna go. Are we gonna stay primarily with just hay? Are we gonna expand into other areas? Right here's a clue of one thing that's going on, why we are expanding our sheep flock. And they are hair sheep. These are St Croix ewes. All right, be back with you soon. I've got them here in the shade. It's hot today. It's like 85 degrees. And
all right, sir, tell me what you've been up to on this hot, spicy day.
Another hot day and good lands it noisy. They're saying hello. We got 2 new St Croix lambs, ewe lambs. They are ewes and hand selected. Hopefully these are going to be future breeding stock. And they are full St Croix. They're not registered, but I've always said you can't eat papers. But I seen the ram and the ewes that they was born to, and they're full St Croix. Everything about them screams St Croix. So, and the farmer we bought them from seemed like a very honest, straight up fella. And I have no reason, he gave me no reason to doubt that they've got any blood in them other than St Croix. So, they've not been ear tagged. They're about 6 months old. And they've not been ear tagged. And while we've got them caught, we're going to trim hooves and ear tag them. I did do a FAMACHA inspection when we bought them. And man, I'm telling you, the FAMACHA score on those things was excellent. I mean, hey, blood red. So we're going to get them, we're going to put them in our shed for the rest of the day and overnight, let the dogs visit them. Let the dogs visit them through the fence. They are used to electric fence, but they are not used to dogs. So we'll let the dog visit them through the fence in the shed. until they kind of get used to it. So here we go.
All right.
All right, we're heading back out to the barn for evening farm chores. It's been a couple hours since we brought the sheep home, or the new sheep, the St Croix.
The new St Croix.
Yeah, the new St Croix. And I'll reveal a little bit later, me and Susan have been doing a lot of talking. And some of our long-range farm plan is changing. Kind of heading in somewhat of a different direction. I wouldn't say totally different, but ooh, and it's thundering.
You better hurry.
Yeah, somewhat of a different
turn
direction.
The fence off.
Susan's turning the back pasture fence off. And Leia's back there pacing the fence, wanting petted. I can see her.
I'm going to teach that puppy to pull a sled. She was pulling a sled for me earlier.
Pulling a sled. Do we need to take hay back down to them?
Nope, I already done it.
Them two new St. Croix ewes.
Already done it.
Okay, there's Lola. Chickens out. Like I said, we let them free range of the evenings. And we got a storage shed here full of hay. Put a tarp over it to keep the rain from just blowing in on it. Full. Boy, it smells good in there.
What are you doing? Hey. Hey, kitty.
We keep a radio going in the barn. I don't want a copyright strike, so I'll turn that off. But at night, when there's nobody out here, a radio playing in the barn makes coyotes and whatever, or even a thug thief that's sneaking around your barn, hear human voices and think somebody might be in here.
It's the old kitty cat. She's 11.
Yeah, she's an old one. She's our barn cat.
Yeah, she's a good kitty.
All right.
All right, you're gonna have to move. I gotta get the dog's food. Get up there. There you go. Lola.
I've got the egg basket.
Okay.
Oh,
Lola.
it looks like you're getting ready to storm.
Lola. Ooh, Lola. Or some red chickens.
There's one outside the coop over there.
Crazy thing. There, Lola.
And here comes the other one running.
Chick, chick. Chick, chick. Chick, chick.
That rooster'd crow. If it was his last breath, he'd crow.
Here, you take it. I'll do it. Ugh. This is heavy.
This is how we access our eggs. Them in there.
One right there, at least.
Yeah.
How pretty the sunset is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. God's handiwork.
Gorgeous. Those clouds look so fluffy and soft, but if you've ever been on a plane and gone through clouds, you know they're not. Hey.
All right.
All right, you got the dog's food?
I do.
All right. You're getting chicken bones tonight.
Oh boy, they'll like that.
I turned the fence off, right?
You did. I ain't touching that 9,000 volts. I've been shot by that fence so many times, it ain't funny. And it hurts. The big white fluff balls down there standing at the fence waiting to get petted.
Yeah, she don't care about food.
No. No, you can set a T-bone steak down in front of her. And she won't eat a bite of it till you pet me first.
Yeah.
That's what she has to do. Oh, pet me and then I'll eat, but I'm not eating till you pet me.
There's old Oakley. Come on, Oakley.
Hey, look. Those new St. Croix sheep that's in the shed, man, those are some good looking little lambs.
Yeah, they're pretty little lambs.
They're 6 months old, yeah. Boy, they're good looking.
They're so friendly, I'm about tempted to just let them out tonight.
I think we'll keep them in there. They are used to electric fences, they're just not used to dogs.
All right, the fence is off. I'll hold this while you go over. Because if I don't, Waya will attack you. Hey, Waya.
She smells that chicken, look at her.
Yeah, but she doesn't even care. She just wants somebody to pet her. Go on.
She's found my rag down there that I clean. Here, puppy. Come here, Oakley. Come here. There you go. Man, those are some good, the conformation of them and all that, man, I'm telling you, those are some good looking lambs.
Yeah, they're really sweet. I petted them earlier. We got them ear tagged.
Yep, they were not tagged. So we ear tagged them and trimmed hooves while we had them in the shed. And what else did we do?
Check their FAMACHA, that's all we did.
Yeah, I checked their FAMACHA before I bought them, but we checked if Susan wanted to see them again. So we did check their FAMACHA. And man, I checked them down at the farm I went to buy them. I asked the farmer, I said, you mind the two that I'm interested in if I catch them? And before I make my mind up, I want to look at their conformation and all that stuff. And I want to check their FAMACHA. I pulled their eyelids down and man, their eyelids are redder than roses.
Yeah, they look really healthy.
Bright, yeah. That's what you get with St. Croix.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A very, very, probably the most parasite resistant breed of hair sheep there is.
What?
And St. Croix naturally come from the St. Croix Virgin Islands. So they're used to heat and humidity, where a lot of breeds really struggle in heat and humidity with parasites. Because you combine heat and humidity, that's a perfect breeding ground for parasites. And these animals originated from a heavily parasited environment. So they have developed almost an immune, I wouldn't say immune, no sheep's immune from it, but they are probably the most parasite resistant breed of hair sheep you can buy.
Yeah, they're pretty tolerant, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Katahdin does good, but not like a St. Croix when it comes to parasite resistance. And those two right there are, their conformation is like fantastic. They're not registered, but they are pure St. Croix. But the registered St. Croix we bought look really good. But these are conformed just as good. I wouldn't say no better, but no worse. They're as good.
Yeah.
And if you've been around any St. Croix very long, you know what to look for. And it's obvious those are full St. Croix. I did see the ram and the ewes that they came from. And they're full St. Croix, no doubt. And you got a big white fur ball right behind you just begging to be petted.
What?
I need to get in there and pour some more water in there. This ain't even locked at the, yeah it is, at the bottom, it ain't over here.
Well, we didn't lock that to begin with.
Starting to rain.
Rain, rain.
Boy, as soon as we move the sheep out of this field, this paddock, I need to run over it with a bush hog and not clip off some of these weeds.
Yeah, to pick up all these toys.
I know, Waya is still a puppy, and she has to have some toys to occupy her, or she'd probably chew the walls off the shed.
Hey, girls. Hey, girls. You want friends? Well, we'll let you out tomorrow. What do you think?
So we've got a little diversity in our hair sheep flock. We've got 2 St Croix here, 2 right up there, and they're about the same age. Then we have 3, there's our only lamb that was born on our farm this year, and he's Katahdin, but he's a wether. He'll be going to freezer camp this coming winter. And we have 2 adult Katahdin ewes. We are fixing to find out in about a year's time if these St Croix outperform these Katahdins, or vice versa.
And we're getting ready to get stormed on.
Yes, it's thundering. We need to hurry up and get out of here.
We do.
We're getting ready to get stormed on big time. We're gonna get out of this open field.
All right, bye everybody. Yeah, she said bye.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of this open field. It's, if I spin the camera in here and show you, it's dark as a dungeon right over there. All we got to do is now is just close the chickens up for the night, and we'll be done with our evening farm chores. Wow, look at those storm clouds.
All right, let's get out of here.
We just have some switches mounted on the outside of the box.
Boom.
Very
That's
easy.
it.
Let me check the status for our battery. Oh, it's good. And the charger is pegging just fine. Good shape. And we got a hot fence. And let's beat this storm. Let's get in the house. Okay, we're done with the farm chores for the evening. I'll be back with y'all tomorrow. Susan may be at work in the morning, but I'll be back with y'all tomorrow.
Maybe.
You might better tell them bye now.
You know I will be. Jeep out.
Jeep out. Y'all know Susan's a Jeep fanatic.
Jeeps and sheeps.
Yeah, hey, that rhymes.
That's why I said Jeep out. I'll just say sheep out and give you the Jeep symbol.
There you go.
The
See
Jeep
y'all
wave.
tomorrow. It's been another scorching day. I've never looked so forward to fall in all my life as this year. It's unprecedented for us to have 90s, upper 90s, and even 3-digit temperatures here in the mountains. Just unreal. We bought this bad boy zero-turn mower back in the spring to cut down on work time here on the farm and our home. We use it for our yard at home, mow everything up there, and we have a lot of mowing we do out here around the farm, around our barns, mowing the edges of our hay fields, and there's some places I can't mow with this because it's too steep. I have to use the ATV and the pull behind brush hog, but other places we use this now. And man, I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. I've got a fairly new Craftsman front engine, a 48-inch deck riding mower, and that's what I used for a long time. Well, I used them for years, not that particular one, but one like it, for years and years. And I was on a mower about 6 hours, sitting in a mower seat, and then about 2 hours of weed eating every week, you know, depending on if we was getting rain. And with this bad boy zero turn, it does have the 54-inch deck. And it's a 7-gauge steel all welded deck. The reason I didn't go with a 60-inch deck, here in the mountains, we have hardly anywhere it's just flat. Our land's kind of like this, and the larger deck, I was told by several people that own them, zero turns, not necessarily a bad boy, but zero turns, that I should go with a 54-inch deck to prevent scalping, because our land's kind of like this. A 60-inch deck is superb if you're not having to trim close quarters and your land's not like this. You can get a bigger cut. But a 48-inch deck's almost back down to the size of my front engine Craftsman riding mower. So I went with the 54, and I'm glad I did. Man, that thing cuts like nobody's business. If you're going creeping slow, like on the side of a hill, or you are got those handles all the way forward and you're going as fast as that thing will go, and it'll go pretty fast. Sometimes it's hard to stay in the seat if it starts getting bumpy, it'll go so fast. It don't matter if you're going half of a mile an hour or if you're going 10 miles an hour. It cuts just as good fast as it does slow. That thing is awesome. That was a good investment for our property. And I'll just be the first person to tell you, I do not like mowing grass. Now, hay's a different story, but just mowing grass, I don't like it. My dad would rather, when he was alive, he would rather get on a lawnmower and mow the yard, go mow his neighbor's yard. He just loved to mow. I mean, loved it. I did not inherit that. I do not like my time on a mower. I don't enjoy it. It's a necessary evil to me. So, cutting that time in half, that's the reason we bought this. To get my mowing done faster and faster and faster, fast as I can get done with it, because I got too many other chores to do. All right, we're gonna get this mower parked. I done blew it off. I blow it off every session. We're gonna park it back in the barn, and we're gonna hop on the four-wheeler and we're gonna go check our ram pump. The clips before this, when I said I'd be back with you tomorrow, it's actually 2 days later. I got so busy yesterday with things that I didn't get time to film. But filming today, yesterday evening I started our ram pump back up. We had rain yesterday. That's one reason I didn't film. It rained on and off a little bit earlier in the morning, and then it rained again yesterday evening pretty good. We've had some decent showers, nothing to get us out of a drought, but we've had some decent showers. And I went down to the spring head and our catchment tub was full. So I started the ram pump. And it took a little bit of doing, but I got the standpipe filled and got the ram pump running. And when I left last night, it was running and the water stock tank was full. Susan said the stock tank this morning was still full, but she didn't go down and check the ram pump. She done the morning farm chores with the sheep and the dogs. So I'm getting ready to park this bad boy, and we're gonna jump on the ATV and we're gonna run and see if it's still running. I bet it stopped. Okay, we're here with the stock tank is, and look who's waiting on us. Hey, big girl. Hey, big girl. Okay, the stock tank is full, as you can see, but the pump is not running. Okay, let's go check the catchment tub and make sure it's full. And if it is, we'll try to get this ram pump running again, and maybe it'll run for an hour or two, pump a little fresh water into there. Keep that water from getting just stagnant. Get a little fresh flow going into it. You can see I've got a prop stick right here. I always take that prop stick and knock on the roof of this cover before I raise the lid. A couple years ago, I just haphazardly raised the lid, and there was about a 4-foot water snake in there. When water gets really, really low in a drought, they'll try to find water. And so I always tap on this lid before I raise it. Give anything warning that I'm fixing to open it. Okay, it's full. Running very, very low. But it is full. Let's go see if we can start the pump back. The reason that pump keeps quitting is just because the volume is just so low. And the volume being low, the gallons per minute, is determining how much pressure they are on that delivery pipe, delivering water. And when it's low, the pump just will run till that level in that catchment tub gets so low, and then the pressure drops, and it just don't produce enough head pressure to keep it running, keep that standpipe full and all that. Yeah, and the pump's not running. By the time I get to here, I can hear it clicking down there if it's running. It's not. I don't know when it stopped, but the tank's still full. So we'll see if we can get it started back, at least for a couple of hours. And we did buy a 12-volt transfer pump, and I've used it several times. Dump the tank out and pump fresh water into it. Man, it works good. I just plug it into the battery on my ATV, back it up close, and drop the intake down into the tank, the intake hose, and then connect hose up to the stock tank. Okay, yep, the pump's not running. Look how bad this low this little creek is. Isn't that pitiful? It's just barely running. We got the pump back running. For how long, who knows? It ought to run for a while till it pulls that water level down in the catchment tub. But let's go to the delivery end and see if it's delivering any water at all. I had to go back to the drive pipe, the intake, and pour water down that 2 different times to get the standpipe to fill, to create a suction, a vacuum to pull water down. And it's running after about 30 minutes of trying. Man, this drought is something. So even though we're getting some rain in the evenings now, we need days of just steady, not downpours. Downpours run off too bad. The water here in the mountains just runs. We get what's called gully washers. Water don't just stand here in the mountains like it does in flatland. It runs off. That's why you see all these gullies and ditch lines and stuff in the mountains. It's where waters run in heavy rains. We need a week, 2 weeks of just steady, easy, soft rain, where it rains all day and all night. Soft rain, so it'll soak in. All right, the pump's running. I still hear it clicking down there. Let's go see if it's reached the end of the delivery hose yet. And we're pumping this water. I don't know exactly the feet in height, but we're pumping it about 220 feet up to our stock tank. Now, a ram pump, for every foot of fall that you have from the source to the pump, for every 1 foot, you get 7 feet of lift. And we're about 8 feet of fall. Okay, nothing's coming out of our delivery hose yet. And soon as Waya heard me talking down here, the pasture greeter is back. Hey girl. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing coming out yet. We'll wait here a few minutes and see if anything starts pouring out. And honestly, it don't have to be a lot. Even a small amount flowing in that 24 hours a day is a lot of water. And it keeps fresh water going into it, cool water. Keep that water from getting warm and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just turn the camera off and wait here a few minutes. Oh, I hear it. Well, that didn't take very long of a wait. Okay, that's not a lot of water. Normally that half-inch ram pump put out at least double that amount. But with the low pressure we have and the drought, that's all we're getting. But man, if it'll run that much 24 hours a day, that's still a lot of water. And it's keeping some fresh, cool water going in the tank. What you think, big girl? Huh, don't put your nose on my camera. Our sheep is all laying right up there chewing their cud. I don't know if you can see them. Slightly, but it's running. All right, I'll come back down here. It's about 4 p.m. now. And about dark, I'll probably be weed eating till dark, but I'll have Susan come check it and see if it's still running. All right, I think this is a good place to end this video. Don't want it to be too long. Thank you very much for being with us. We really appreciate it. Do not forget the hat giveaway coming up in that last video we posted. If you haven't commented on that video and you're subscribed, or if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and comment. It will allow you then to comment on that video and a chance to win a Cross Timbers Farm hat. All right. We will have an announcement video coming up on the winner of that hat very, very soon. Stay with us, and we'll go from there. All right, thank you for being with us today. I really appreciate it. And the next video or two, we're going to talk about our future farm plans and our changes we're going to make to our farm. Thank you for being with us. I really appreciate it, and I pray God blesses you and your family, and we pray y'all have a fantastic day.